Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It Down. Let's go see what this guy is yelling about.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Feels like a trap. Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it? Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not?
Shadowheart could have yelled out or done anything. But let's headbutt the elf. We get +5. That's unfortunate.
You wriggling little... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Okay, let's try this. Grab his knife arm and twist.
I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
He's a lot more amiable now that I escaped. Glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Introduce yourself. You're a Baldurian too.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately. They'll turn us into mind flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it. We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Feels a little odd to ask him to join us after he held a knife to my throat, but we can use all the help we could get. You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Yeah, let's take a look at our new companion. He's a high elf, a rogue. With stealth, skill, and uncanny reflexes, Rogue's versatility lets them get the upper hand in almost any situation. Astarion's underwear. Embroidered into the cloth, if you're reading this, you managed to bed or behead me. Either way, you got lucky. And Astarion's eccentric clothes. Clearly no stranger to a needle and thread, Astarion has embroidered the words of a poem on his shirt. It reads, "Lamentable is the autumn picker content with plums." He has dark vision, elven weapon training, so he has proficiency with the longsword, shortbow, and longbow. Fey ancestry, which I believe she has as well, so we've seen that. An opportunity attack.
What's next, I wonder?
Okay, let's level him up real quick. Seven hit points, and now he has a few cunning actions. Hide. Hide from enemies by succeeding stealth checks. Stick to the dark and avoid enemy sight lines. Attacking or casting a spell will reveal your location. Dash. Cover more distance this turn, double your movement speed. These all count as bonus actions as well. And disengage. So we've read all these abilities before, but as a rogue he gets to cast these as a bonus action, which will come in very handy.
Best be on my way.
Let's go back this way first. Also, quick save. We'll try it. Raise your palms to calm the boar.
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady eyes.
Don't worry, I won't harm you.
The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into the wilderness.
Well, maybe that'll pay off later. It might run to our rescue.
There. A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
No. You should be furious. Shouldn't you?
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind. forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Take advantage of the lapse. Break free.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Option 1 is an act of mercy as well as vengeance. So, close those eyes forever. Okay, could have used a sword.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
I don't think stomping its skull in was nearly as merciful as a sword stroke would have been.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Okay, what does he have equipped? A dagger, a short bow. Another potion of speed.
Looking ahead. How much farther can I go? What's going on with that room? It looks unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Well, I guess the first thing you should do with anything that looks slightly dangerous is touch it, so touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
I mean, slap it. Who are you?
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
Okay. Grab the hand and pull.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Seems awfully aggressive. I had an option to draw my weapon against Astarion, and he held a dagger to my neck. I was, yes.
Then I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phrased it any more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments. The aliens' parasites. I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Alright. A couple of companions. Let's speak to Astarion, then we'll level up Gale, and also look and see what he has available.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Okay.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
So it seems like I missed an opportunity to speak to Shadowheart after getting Astarion.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Alright. And Gale
Direct me.
is a human wizard. So same as me, civil militia, human versatility, and opportunity attack. He does have access to some spells. The quarterstaff gives him topple. Swipe at a creature to not get prone. Netherese briefs. Energy crack was around these. Gale wouldn't. Surely he didn't enchant his. And Gale's austere clothes. Somehow Gale has managed to make his clothes smell like a library, perhaps through thaumaturgy, or through a passion to books most people reserve for sexual partners. So what do the daggers give Astarion? Piercing strike. Deal regular damage and possibly inflict gaping wounds which cause extra damage on attacks. And he has Firebolt as a rogue? Oh no, he's a high elf, so he gets a cantrip. But it doesn't say it here. Interesting. Okay. So right now, Gale has Witch Bolt. Link yourself to a target with a bolt of lightning. Deal an additional 1 to 12 lightning damage each turn by activating it. Thunder Wave. Release a wave of thunderous force that pushes away all creatures and objects. Firebolt. Hurl a mode of fire. Arcane Recovery. Replenish spell slots while out of combat. Do not restore spell slots above 5th level. Sleep. Put creatures into a magical slumber. Select targets up to a combined 24 hit points. I like that. Grease. Cover the ground in grease, slowing creatures within and possibly making them fall prone. Mage Hand. Create a spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. And Ray of Frost. Reduces the target's movement speed by 10 feet. Also does some damage. Cool. Let's go ahead and level him up. Okay, so he only got 6 hit points versus the 7 everyone else has gotten. He gets an extra level 1 spell slot. Evocation Savant. Learning evocation spells from scrolls costs half as much, becoming 25 gold pieces per spell level. And Sculpt Spells. Create pockets of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. That's awesome. So I can select whatever I want. Evocation seems to be his default. I don't see a reason to change that. And there doesn't seem to be a drawback. Because sometimes when you select a subclass for a wizard, you have to take a penalty in other schools of magic. But it doesn't say that's the case here. Okay. Evocation. Spells focus elemental energy into powerful attacks and enchantments. Those who specialize in this school are known as evokers. Learning evocation spells from scrolls only costs you 25 gold per spell level, not 50. Sure. So that means I should probably select non-evocation spells when I level up, since it's free. And then learn evocation spells through scrolls because it's cheaper. So I do like Chromatic Orb. It's also an evocation spell. Featherfall is probably going to be useful in this game. You and nearby allies gain immunity to falling damage. We'll definitely grab that. Let's do Find Familiar. Summon a familiar, a face spirit that takes an animal form of your choosing. Usually I'm not much of a fan, but we'll see what role it plays in this game. Alright, Grease is invaluable, Thunderwave is good, Sleep is good for now. Mage Armor is great, which I didn't see on his list of spells. A protected target from attacks, increase its armor class to 13 plus its dexterity modifier. I'll get rid of Thunderwave and grab Find Familiar. At least for now.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Alright, so what do we have? So the Spider Familiar. Summon a Spider Familiar with a poisonous bite. The Raven. A raven familiar that can blind enemies with its beak. A rat has an infectious bite. What does that do? Okay, bite a creature and infect it. Doesn't say what. Here we go. Has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, and Constitution is reduced by 1. The frog can spread its bufotoxin to enemies. Not sure what that does. Touch a creature and possibly impose disadvantage on its dexterity saving throws. That'd be good paired with grease. The crab can slay enemies with its crippling pinch. And the cat can meow to distract your enemies. That's cool. Let's start with the raven. We can have that out before combat starts. Let's follow this path this way.
Another step forward.
Good, elixir of fire resistance. So resistance in D&D 5th edition, unless they've changed it for the game, gives you 50% damage reduction against that damage type. And you can typically only get the resistance from a single source, so you can't stack 2 fire resistance effects and get 100% fire resist. With Astarion in our party, we could probably pick the lock on the door.
Something over there. Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
I don't suppose anyone has a shovel, do they?
Watch your back.
You have my attention.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I don't want to engage with these people yet.
Something over there.
More dirt that we can't interact with yet. We have a way down here. So it is a dead end. Well, unless I go through the hatch, of course, but... we won't do that yet. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we will speak with Taman, Gimblebach. We saw someone walking up here, right? This is Warren. Oh, they're talking. Well, we missed out. A cracked stone. Here she is. A Kalana.
Hells. Pity you aren't as good at grave robbing as you are at excuses.
Just being careful. Like my mum always said, fools rush in.
Alright, like I said, we'll speak to them next time. For now, I'm going to call it here, and then we'll also check out the hatch and everything. I don't think we got a lot done. I mean, we got 2 new companions. That's actually quite a bit, so... Sorry, I don't want to miss any dialogue. Alright, let's wrap it up here before they start talking again. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.